quite there yet. It takes a minute to catch up. There we go. I have the live symbol. Yay! Okay, we are ready to get started. So, welcome to One and Done Night. That means that every piece that we're showing tonight is the last one of its kind. We cannot reorder these pieces because they have sold out. So, if you want it, get it while you can. Let's see, and before somebody else gets it. Let me put these links over here in Facebook and we will be ready to get started. Hello, Jessica! Did you get your jewelry the other day? I left it at Rosie's house. I wasn't sure if you got it or not. Okay, there we go. It is in the... We got that, the link in the chat box, so we should be good on that. Good. I'm glad you got it. I tried to put it out of the way because it was a little bit rainy that day and I didn't want it to get wet. So I was hoping that you would get it before too long. Okay, shrinking up my chat windows. Good evening, Shannon. Good evening, Mom. Looks like everything's working tonight. How about that? We hit the jackpot. Rosie says she kept it. Well, I can't do anything about that. It is her house. So if she keeps it, I guess. I don't know. You'll just have to buy it again. Hello, Becky. So, is anybody else having a rainy day? We're having a rainy day here. It's rained off and on for a while today. Pretty quiet. And I'm ready to go back to sleep. Rainy days make me sleepy. So, today has been kind of gray looking, dark. It was warm for a little while. I don't know if it's warm out there now. I'm not going out there. It's supposed to start raining again anytime. You're raining in Arizona too? That's crazy. What about you, Becky? You getting any rain today? The rest of us are all here in North Carolina, so we're all getting rain. At least it's not steady rain. Got just a little bit of rain. And today is June 1st, so it's the start of hurricane season. Isn't that great news? Now we can all start watching the hurricane trackers. I've heard that we have our first named storm of the year. I think it's over on the west coast. I believe it's out there in the Pacific. So they can keep that for a while. No rain for you, Becky. Wildfire smoke and 80 degrees. I think you are actually warmer than we are today. And that is an accomplishment. You are never warmer than we are. You're usually cold. Don't worry, we'll have a hurricane soon. It'll catch up. Alright, everything's one and done tonight, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got some earrings, I've got bracelets, I've got necklaces out. I think the only thing I didn't pull out is rings, and I do have a few one and done rings right in front of me here, so I can do those as well. 90 tomorrow? Oh, that's ridiculous. Alright, we have these. Spherical Sweetheart. Hello, Marlo. These are seed bead earrings. They are a post earring. Post is in the back. So it's right up about here. And then we have these little spheres, which is why they call it Spherical Sweetheart. So we have our hearts and then our sphere. This is the length and size. So kind of give you an idea. I know it's hard to see against these black tags. These are going to be number 101 tonight. Spherical Sweetheart in black. Those are those seed beads, which are always really cute. You're supposed to get rain tonight. So what's your temperature out there, Marlo? I know Becky's hotter than us, so are you hotter than us or are you cool? Alright, next we have a bangle. This is called Spring Inspiration in pink. This is a little bit wavy. I don't know if you can see this, but you see it's not just straight across. So the metal's a little bit wavy, kind of goes down and up. These are hot pink rhinestones in the center of each of these frames. We've got round frames that kind of look like flowers, and then little square frames. I can't say that. Frames. Hello, Aunt Dora. What is your weather like today? We're debating about weather today. So we are rainy, and it's like 74 right now. So Becky in, where are you at? Iowa? Yeah, Iowa. Is actually warmer than us today. Alright, so we have Spring Inspiration in pink. This is one bangle, and it is, if I can get it out, number 102. 102. Marlo is at 65. See, I would expect you to be cooler than us. Especially if it's going to rain there. You're likely going to be cool. But we're supposed to be warmer than Becky. 102 for you, Jessica. Gotcha. And let me write down one more person we've got coming in. There we go. Alright, next. Our first necklace of the night. This is in silver pearls. This is called Broadway Belle. Broadway Belle. So we have a couple different sizes of pearls in here. We have, of course, the extra large hanging down in the middle. And then these are large. Then we have some more medium and some smaller sizes. So this is a very bubbly pearl necklace. Now, if you have our earrings, some of them are lighter gray pearl. Some of them are darker gray pearl. This is the lighter one. So this is the length. It is going to sit up above her collar because she's wearing her shirt a little bit low tonight. With the 2-inch extension, though, it is going to sit down to about here, which is really close to mid-chest. So right about there. It's 74 in Arizona. That's crazy. This is Broadway Belle in silver. And this is going to be number 103. I thought Arizona was supposed to be hot. Next up we have Daisy Meadows in orange. You can see these are a little bit of like a peachy orange. This again is a post earring. Post is up here in the center. We have little gold beads in the center of each of these flowers. This is the length and size. I have these myself in a couple different colors. Love them. Get a lot of compliments on them. So Daisy Meadows in orange is number 104. Let's see. Number 105. Let's do another pair of earrings. It was hot yesterday. Yeah, it is. The weather keeps changing, and a lot of people we know are sick with colds right now. There's also a stomach virus going around, so, you know, half the people we know are sick right at this point. If it's everybody else having this stuff going around too. This is Cosmic Destination in black. So we have hammered kite-shaped pieces. We have a black triangular bead in the center. This is the length and size. So we have Cosmic Destination in black, number 105. I'm going to go ahead and do like we have been doing, wait till 110 to start asking the questions so that we give everybody a chance to get in here. You'll probably have a tornado this year since you never do. You know, there's already been tornado watches here several days, so I never know. One day we'll be here, one day we won't. 105 for you, Jessica. Gotcha. Yeah, I keep waiting for that big one. It could happen. Alright, let's see, next. We have in orange. This is Gracefully Gemstone in orange. It would help if I looked at the back of them before I put them up here. Gracefully Gemstone in orange. This is a smaller necklace. Hello, Ruth. We have the orange moonstone down here. It's about 3/4 of that square, and then the top little cap of it is silver. This is the length. So it is sitting just above her collar. Again, she needs to get a higher collared shirt because it's really hard to see where this goes. But with the 2-inch extension, it is going to be down to mid-chest. Yeah, this one's cute. This one I've had in several different colors. I think I still have a couple different colors, but this one is the one and done. And it's always been really popular. This is Gracefully Gemstone in orange. So that orange moonstone. It is number 106. Since we're doing orange, here we go. Mediterranean Myth in orange. So these are also a peachy orange. These are, let's see, what are we going to call these? Imperfect ovals. Let's go with that, because they're not exactly ovals. They're also not exactly circles. They're a little bit abstract shaped. This is the length and size. So we have Mediterranean Myth in orange. That's a peachy orange. Number 107. Can you tell I'm into peach today? I have the peach on. I have my shiny copper to go with it, because I love the shiny copper. And then I've got peach in all my jewelry here. Alright, next up we have Stony Someday. This is also in orange, but we have the orange crackle stone. We also have yellow crackle stone in here. So we have a flower down in the middle, then we have round crackle stone in these other 4 beads, and a variety of frames. So we've got like a diamond shaped frame, kind of a saucer type frame, and then just the round frame. This is the length. So it is sitting just below those collarbones. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down to the collar. Hello, Tracy. So this is Stony Someday in orange. And it is number 108 tonight. 108. I had to take a headache pill earlier. And then something else for... my shoulder's aching and my hip is aching. I think this rainy weather is really killing me. I'm getting old, I guess, because everything hurts when it starts to rain or when the weather's changing. It drives me crazy. Either that or I slept wrong last night, and either one could be true, or both. Buttercup Bliss in silver. I also get a lot of compliments on these, and I am down to my last pair. So we have our silver flower up at the top. This is a post earring. The post is sitting just above the center, and then a forward-facing hoop attached to that. This is the length and size. You're on a leave and some homeopathic sinus medicines. See, my ear was hurting yesterday. Remember when we were out at the park? My ear was hurting. It doesn't hurt today. These are number 109. Buttercup Bliss in silver. But I have a feeling there's probably still fluid in there. When I get allergy problems, I don't usually get stuffy. I might sneeze, my eyes itch a lot, but I get pain in my ears. It all builds up in my ears. And yesterday it was really hurting. Every time the breeze blew, it hurt more. So that wasn't a lot of fun. Alright, this one is Party Procession in multi. This is our last one before our question. This is pale pink and dark olive, along with some medium gray and some polished silver. So we've got all kinds of beads in here. Silver, gray, pink, and dark olive. Nice combination. You could put some outfits together with this, because you can put the colors together a little bit differently than you usually do. So this one is about 3/4 of an inch above that collar. But with the 2-inch extension, you're going to get it just below the collar here. So it's going to be kind of around this collar area and just below. So we have Party Procession in multi. This one is going to be number 110. And for anybody who has come in after I said it, this is one and done night, so everything we only have one of. Let me find my questions here. I'm always misplacing them. Let's see, what are we gonna do today? Let's do clothes. Something in the clothes category. All right, 4 answers for this one. Let's go with number 4. Name something you might accidentally shrink in the wash. So you put it in the washing machine, you didn't intend to do it, but it comes out 3 sizes smaller than it was. What did you accidentally shrink in the washer? I've shrunk quite a few things in my time. And they say you can pull them back out with vinegar water. I've never had any luck with that. But they say you can do it. Soak them in vinegar and water and then stretch them back out. A t-shirt. T-shirt actually wasn't on here. That is like the first thing. Sweater. Sweater was number 1. That's very common. Skirt, shirt, bra, sweater. I have shrunk all those things, but only one of them is on the list, and that is sweater. What else might you shrink in the wash? Slacks, a sweater. They didn't have slacks, but that's close. A jacket. I have not shrunk a jacket yet. I should try harder. Underwear. Underwear do shrink when you wash them the first time, but that's not on the list. A blanket. Not a blanket, but that's good too, because a lot of blankets do shrink. We're all shrinking our underwear, I see. Sometimes that could be good, sometimes it could be bad. Your jeans. Yeah, number 4. You ever wash your jeans and then they're too tight? You have to wear them like a whole day and a half before they fit again? I hate that. Why can't they just be the same size? 2 more things you might shrink in the laundry. One of these things I hate doing because it drives me nuts. Like, they fit when you first put them on and then you wash them and they don't fit anymore. They're too tight. And then another thing that's kind of cottony, so of course it's going to shrink if you've got nice cotton ones. What else might shrink if you put it in the laundry? Wash it in the washing machine. Comes out smaller. Your sheets, that is close. You're thinking in the right direction. Household items. So one of these is a household item, the other one is clothing. Another one for sheets. They do that. Now, I've had the nice cotton sheets and I've shrunk them and they don't fit the bed so well anymore. But sometimes they're a little loose when you first put them on, so it's kind of nice that they shrink. So it depends how they started out. What else might you shrink in the laundry? One household item, one clothing item. Something that's very uncomfortable if they're tight or too short. They come in a pair. Towels. Towels was number 3. And your socks. Yes, number 2. Your socks. I hate it when the socks shrink. My toes feel like they're scrunched all together. But it happens. All right, next item. We have Icy Mosaic in green. So I don't know if you can see this. This is like a starburst pattern. It has a very light green rhinestone in the center. This is the length and size. So we have Icy Mosaic in green. These are number 111. Oops, I had 2 cards there. I guess I don't need 2 cards with it. That's probably why I'm missing some of mine, because I get them mixed up all the time. Number 112, we have a set of bangles. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bangles. They are in the black metal, which means that they are off black. They are not jet black. 2 of these are smooth and polished. 2 of them have little texturing in them. And our last one is, it looks like a chain. Isn't that cool? So we've got the chain, we've got 2 polished ones, we've got 2 textured ones. You can wear these separately or together because they are all individual bracelets. This is called a piece of the action in black, and it is number 112. Number 113, we have a ring. This is called Sneaky Shimmer in blue. So navy blue pearly bead in the center, 2 rings of rhinestone around the outside, white rhinestone. This has the wide stretchy back on it. This is what it's going to look like on a finger. There we go. So we have Sneaky Shimmer in blue. This is number 113. Oops, my keyboard is hitting the escape button. Apparently it is trying to escape. And I don't blame it. I really don't. But it could be a little bit more convenient for me. I don't want anything to accidentally close out because it keeps happening. Alright, this one is Garden Greetings in multi. So we have little silver flower shapes. All these have a different colored rhinestone in them. So we have orange, we have a blue-green, we have a hot pink, yellow, purple, iridescent, and then I believe this one's a dark blue. It's either a dark blue or a dark green. It's really hard to tell in this light. But anyway, all these have a different colored rhinestone in the center of them, which means you can wear it with multiple colors or with a print that has different colors in it. That's always nice to have something that matches more than one color. This is the length. So sitting mostly below the collar with the 2-inch extension, it's actually going to come down past mid-chest a little bit. It's a little bit longer than mid-chest. Oh, my nose tickles in here. I think it's this room. I think I'm allergic to the jewelry room. This is Garden Greetings. And it is in multi. It is number 114. Number 115, we have in gold. This is called Flair to be Different in gold. So this is a little bit of a smaller necklace. We have white rhinestones in the chain here, set in gold. And then these little bars fanning out. Every other one is all rhinestone, and then the next one will be gold with just a few rhinestones at the top. 114 for you, Jessica. So I don't know if you can see that. So every other little bar is all rhinestone, and then the other ones are mostly gold with just a couple rhinestones at the top. This is the length. So it is sitting about 1/2 inch above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here. So that's going to get you underneath the collar with the whole thing. This one is Flair to be Different. It is in gold, and it is going to be number 115 tonight. 115. Oh, tickle, tickle, tickle. Anybody know what's out right now for allergies? What's blooming? Because I don't know. I haven't looked at the allergy report lately, but something is definitely blooming. Let's see, let's find our next question. I need to look at the allergy report. All right, 4 answers for this one. Let's take number 2. Name something people change on a regular basis. So they change it pretty often. Something that people change on a regular basis. 115 to Mom. Gotcha. That one's a pretty one. You'll like that. A little bit smaller, which is nice. That says accessoires. Yeah, well, that's not probably affecting me here. Their underwear. Their underwear is nice, but it's not on here. Their hair is number 4. Their sheets, probably not as often as they should. I was reading some of the little, have you seen the little articles about that? Like how often you should change your sheets? So your wardrobe, your clothes, number 1. Cats, cars, not those things. Well, this time you finally got it. So if you love it every time you see it, you probably should claim it. Light bulbs, not light bulbs. But that's a good idea. Fortunately, with the LED ones, we don't have to do it so often. Husbands? No, we don't want any more of those. We discussed that today at the meeting. No more. We're not changing. What else might people change on a regular basis? Yeah, no more changing husbands. We're now down to just getting rid of the ones we have. Music, no, but that is close. So you're on the right track with that one. What else is something that people change on a regular basis? Pretty often. Not cars. Maybe even on a daily basis. Maybe a few times a day. The radio station, also close. Something sort of related to that. Your mind. Yep, number 3. Absolutely. People change their mind all the time. That was number 3. What else? Our last one, music and radio station. We're getting close. What do you think the last one is? Something that people change pretty often. Their contacts. Oh, also good. Not on there, though. TV channel. Yes. Number 2, TV channel. Some people just do it obsessively. They just sit and tap the remote. Drives me crazy because you don't even have time to see what's on before they've gone on to the next channel. And if you wanted to see what was on it, you can just forget it. All right. Next piece we have in royal blue. This is called Posh Party Avenue. In blue. So that bright royal blue surrounded by white rhinestones. We have an emerald cut, 2 round ones, and 2 triangular ones. So a little bit of variation in the color, or not the color, the shape there. See, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm not sure what's going on today. This is the length. So it is about a 1/4 inch above that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here, which is going to bring that whole necklace down underneath the collar to about mid-chest. So we have Posh Party Avenue. And this is in blue. It is number 116 tonight. 116. I had to just look and see what happened. That my keyboard is lighted, and if you don't use it for a few minutes, the light goes out. I just saw it blink out of the corner of my eye. The light went out on it. Alright, I wore this one today. Extra exclusive in black. So we have the black and the gold. So we have, I don't know what we're calling this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually 6 sides. But I don't know what we're calling this shape. This is black, and it has a little bit of a glitter in the black. So it has a few different colors in there. It looks mostly reddish for the glitter. But then we have these little gold triangles in between. Comes with these earrings. So they match already. I wore my hoops, but you know me. I like to wear the hoops. This is the length. So it is sitting just above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down just past mid-chest, but that's going to get it all the way down underneath this collar. So even though her collar's lower, it's going to get it all the way underneath her collar. So we have Extra Exclusive. And this is in black and gold. It is number 117. Love that one. I have a couple black and gold necklaces. That's the one I wear the most often. Alright, another set of bangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we've got 2 of each kind. We've got 2 polished, 2 textured, and 2 that have these little flowers that have a light blue bead in the center. So you could wear these separately, you can wear them together, you can stack them with other bracelets in between them to give it some width. This is called Flawlessly Floral, and it's in light blue. It is number 118. Did anybody have anything fun to do this weekend? We went to a graduation party. It rained about halfway through, and a lot of people left early, including us. We left right behind you, Tracy. We weren't too far behind you. Because we were at an outdoor picnic shelter, and that was fine, except that it meant everybody kind of crowded together in the middle, and I wasn't too into that, so you did follow me around. But we had fun. Everybody got to eat, at least before it started raining, so that was helpful. So most of the food was already taken care of. I didn't have to worry too much about that getting wet. I did get my entire back wet, but I also finally got cool, so that was nice. Alright, this is Partnership Promise. This is in shiny copper. Our bright shiny copper, I love that. This one is like a twisted rope look. This one is a little dot motif, so lots of little dots put together. These are little oval plates, all linked together. And then we have an emerald cut iridescent rhinestone down here at the bottom. So 4 layers in this. This is the length. So first one, right up here around the collarbones, where mine is. Second one, just underneath that. Third one is going to be about half an inch above the collar. Last one is already in mid-chest. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to move this all down. So it's going to sit about like this. First layer here, last layer down here. So it'll take up most of that space up in the top. This is Partnership Promise. It is in shiny copper. And it is number 119 tonight. Love, love, love the shiny copper. I had never seen it until I started Paparazzi. Which reminds me, this month is 5 years. I just got my anniversary email from the company, and it is 5 years this month. I think it was actually like on the 11th when I signed up, so we still have about 10 more days to go to the actual anniversary. And I can't believe it has been so long. It's gone so fast. Of course, 2 years we spent in the pandemic, so that's like lost years right there. Flower Shop Sparkle in white. So we have some filigree flowers in silver, little cluster of white rhinestones in the center. This is the length and size. So we have Flower Shop Sparkle in white, and it is number 120. I know we used to laugh because, let's see, Spencer would have been 3 at the time. Taylor would have been almost 2. From the time that they could talk and walk, they knew what came in those boxes. Jewelry came in those boxes. They called it jewelry. And they would always want to go out to the FedEx guy and get my boxes of jewelry. because they wanted to see what was inside them. And now they're 7 and 8. They're getting big too fast. All right, here is 5 answers. Our next question. Let's go with, let's do number 3. Name some animal prints you see on clothes. Some animal prints you see on clothes. Wondering if that fan is dusty. We just cleaned them, but you know, it happens pretty fast. Maybe that's why it bothers me. Cheetah, number 2. Zebra, number 4. Very good. Zebra. Tiger, number 3. You guys know your animal prints. Leopard, number 5. One more, and you see it more in shoes. But there are clothes also. Dalmatian, not Dalmatian. Snake, yes, number 1 was snake. Now I have seen some snake print like dresses. Also, they tend to be a little bit on the shiny side. But I have seen them. Alligator, ooh, alligator's good. Well, we got all the answers. You guys know your animals. All right, general grandeur in blue. So this is actually blue, alternating with pink. That's a bluish green, or greenish blue, whatever you want to call it. Dark turquoise, and a hot pink in silver flowers. This is a stretchy bracelet, so it's going to stretch in between each one of those flowers with the little spacer beads in between. This bracelet is going to be number 121. 121. Hello, Esley. Good to see you. It's been a little while since I've caught up with you. What's your weather like out there today? We were talking, and it's rainy here, and it's rainy in Arizona. Marlo says it's going to rain in Montana tomorrow. Do you have any rain? And Becky is actually warmer than we are. Isn't that crazy? She's like never warm, but today she's warmer than we are. All right, wrapped in wealth, in gold. So these are 2 ovals. Inside oval is polished gold. 80s and humid. Okay. You're not too far off from Becky then. She was at like, what did you say, 86? Nope, 80 degrees. Tomorrow's supposed to be 90 for her. I'm praying we don't have 90 here. The outside one is gold with white rhinestones all the way around. This is the length and size. It's a little bit longer. Let me move my earring out of the way so you can actually see that. There we go. So these are called Wrapped in Wealth in gold, number 122. Number 123. So have you had rain recently? Is that why it's humid, or is it going to rain, or is it just kind of that time of year? Because we did have like a whole week or 2 that were just humid, but lately we've had a lot of rain. This is Oval the Limit. This is in gold. These are all textured gold links. You can see they're all linked together. So this is going to lay flat against your breastbone because it's going to be able to conform to your shape. This is the length. So we have 1 row above the collar. The rest of them are below the collar. It is coming down past mid-chest and it's kind of up at the top of the bust right now. With the 2-inch extension, you're actually going to sit right here at the top of your bust. So just before midline. This one is called Oval the Limit. And it is in gold. It is number 123. $124. These are wooden. So wooden discs. These are also a dark turquoise blue. Wooden disc with wooden bead spacers. These are fed onto the thin wire hoops. These are forward facing. This is called Surf Camp. This is the length and size. So nice beachy earrings. If you're feeling beachy, you're not sure but it's icky. Yes, I can agree with you. We had to get a dehumidifier for our house, I guess last year, and it makes such a difference. This is number 124, Surf Camp in blue. Because when it is humid outside, it is so warm inside. Because it's humid in here too, and it's just kind of miserable. Let me sneak this over. She keeps trying to get out of the picture. I don't know what she's doing over here. Can you see the stretch bracelet again? Let's see. Oh, the flowers? Yep. Let me turn it around so you can see it better. There we go. So it's like a dark turquoise blue and the dark pink, the hot pink, and the silver flowers. That's 121. All right, next up we have Cosmic Cocktail. It's oil spill. See all those pretty colors? Love that. So it depends on how the light hits it, which color it's going to reflect. I have nail polish like this. Isn't it cool? You want 121? Gotcha. Okay. This has the black snake chain. It's also set in black metal, which is what it gives it that darker color. This is going to reflect like green, orange, pink. You can see mostly pink right now. A little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. I'm turning it so that you can see all the different colors. I love oil spill because you can wear it with just about anything. It's going to reflect all the colors, so it's not even going to matter. This is the length. So most of the necklace is above the collar, just a little bit below the collar, but with the 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to get most, if not all, of that necklace underneath this collar and down to just past mid-chest. So we have Cosmic Cocktail, and this is in multi. This is our oil spill. And it is number 126 because 125 has been missing for a while. Still haven't found 125. Moved my desk, moved everything. I now have a dedicated jewelry room. It's not in my room anymore, in the corner desk. But I moved everything and still did not find 125. I have no idea what happened to it. I swear these things run away. All right, 5 answers for this one. We're gonna take number 3. What do you picture when the word cowboy comes up? What do you picture when the word cowboy comes up? You know what I picture? It's not on here, so it's safe to tell you. I picture those romance book covers. They always have the cowboy on them. Half the time he's shirtless. I've seen too many romance covers, I guess. The horse, number 3. The hat, number 1. Boots are number 2. Gotta have the boots, otherwise they're not a real cowboy. So we got hats, boot, horse. You plead the 5th, Desley? We'll talk about it later. Western movies, gaucho, no. Not those. But that's good. Yep. Western movies, I grew up on Clint Eastwood, so I'm with you. Belt buckles, that's also a good one, but it's not on here. Lasso, they did have rope on here, and that's what your lasso's made out of, so we'll take that. Spurs, not spurs. One more thing you might picture when the word cowboy comes up. It's another piece of clothing. The jeans, yep. Jeans were number 5. shootouts and standoffs. You've watched way too much Clint Eastwood. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've watched them. I had one that was my favorite, and I can't remember what the name of it was. Rodeo. Not the rodeo. We got all 5 of them. So I think we're good. I cannot think of the name of that movie. But I watched a lot of Clint Eastwood growing up. Alright. Spiraling Out of Couture. This is in silver. So we have the black suede. These are 2 cords holding this up. And then interlocking circles. These are polished and textured circles, so we have a little bit of each. The earrings, also the circles, so they're going to match. You probably have all his westerns. I don't know. Pale Rider. That's the one I like. That was probably my favorite of his movies. This is the length. So, about half above and half below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to come down to here, so that's going to put it all underneath. You finally got yours fixed correctly. Good job. Tracy had this in as she got it, the rings weren't right. So she finally got it fixed correctly. This is Spiraling Out of Couture in silver. It is number 127. Number 128. This is Oval the Moon in gold. So we have 4 ovals hanging from the bottom in gradually increasing sizes, and then 2 ovals at the top that those are hanging from on a fishhook back. This is the length and size. Let me move my earring. My earring's always in the way. There we go. I should just not wear earrings on the show. Oval the Moon in gold, number 128. Oh, my nose tickles. I think I'm allergic to being on camera. Maybe that's what it is. Allergic to being on camera. There we go. Number 129. After 5 years, you'd think. I wouldn't be, but maybe you don't get used to it. Walk the Plank in silver. So these look like the little silver pirate coins. And they're hanging from, I don't know, these remind me of a flower shape, but they're not. They're little swirls. They almost look like a cinnamon roll in there. And then these have a nice little detail on them. I'll show that to you up close when we get it on my hand so that it will focus better. This is the length. So most of it's above the collar, a little bit below the collar, with the 2-inch extension. Going to sit down here, which is going to bring all of it down underneath the collar. I think these coins are kind of cute. Get those, a little design on them. So we have Walk the Plank in silver, number 129. Oops. Number 130. I have a necklace and bracelet set. This is in green and black. Let's hold up the necklace first. So we've got the black metal. We also have some black metal beads on here. We have opaque green beads in 2 sizes. And then we have green pearly beads also mixed in there. So we've got the green and the pink, and this is 2 layers. Or not the green and pink. Green and black. I'm thinking pink because the other one was pink. That was like this. Bracelet, basically the same thing as the necklace, just 1 layer. This has the lobster clasp and the extension so you can make it fit your wrist. Sometimes my mouth works faster than my brain. Actually, most of the time. I know nobody else has that problem. This is the length. So we've got the 2 layers. Both of them are above the collar. So this one's just below the collarbone, so like right here. With the 2-inch extension though, you're going to be able to get at least this one down below the collar, if not both of, or parts of both of them. So we have the necklace and the bracelet. This is called Watch Me Now. One's called Watch Me Now, the other one's called Hold My Drink. You know only bad things happen after you hear those two phrases. Watch Me Now and Hold My Drink. In black and green. This is number 130. And number 131, we also have another necklace and bracelet. This is called Modern Marina and Contemporary Coastline. So we've got white pearly beads, and then we have seed beads. They're in white, yellow, and in blue. The bracelet has the lobster clasp, again with the extension, so that you can make it fit your wrist. This is the length. So almost at that collar with the 2-inch extension, going to sit down to about here, which is mid-chest. So we have Contemporary Coastline and Modern Marina. These are in blue, because that's the color that changes between this and the next piece that looks like this. So blue, white, and yellow, number 131. All right, let's ask one more question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one more person, and then we can give away a piece of jewelry. So we just need one more person. Somebody's got to be able to come on, right? I'm sure there's one more person that can log in. Or say hi if you haven't already, because I haven't counted you if you haven't said hi. Okay, 4 answers on this one. Let's go with number 3. Name something you get into and out of every day. Something you get into and out of every day. Hi, Faye. There we go, number 10. You are the 10th person. Thank you. Shower, number 3. Car, number 2. Bed, number 1. Although I prefer not to get out of bed. Clothes, number 4. You guys got those really fast. Bed, car, shower, clothes. All of those things. All right, let's go on to our next 5 things. Marlo says trouble. She's been hanging around me too long. I don't usually get out of trouble. I usually get into it, but not so much out. All right, here's a longer one. This is in olive green and silver. This is called Uptown Talker in green. So we have 3 layers of chain down here at the bottom. So we've got the layered chain. I love that they only layer it here at the bottom because it doesn't get twisted up. You don't get tangled with each other. And then we have 2 sections on each side of these beads, both in silver and in green. Let me click on this window. There we go. This is the length. So beads starting just above the neckline here. Our chain going down through probably just past the natural waistline or really close to it, depending on how long-waisted you are. With the 2-inch extension, actually going to sit down here to the dropped waist, so that's going to be in that lower belly area. So this is Uptown Talker. This is in green. It is number, I can get the number cards up, 132. 132. Number 133, we have silver hoops with blue hearts on them. So little blue hearts on a silver hoop. This is a post earring. This is the length and size. So we have Kiss Up in blue, and they are number 133. Number 134. This one is gorgeous. I'm also going to hold this one up because it is a longer one. This is Noble Reflection in pink. This is actually that fuchsia kind of pink. We have an oval stone in the center with beveled edges, faceted edges, and then we have a mixture of white rhinestones and the fuchsia rhinestones on the outside, making up that frame. This is the length. So it is hanging about in mid-abdomen with the 2-inch extension. We're going to get closer to like belly button level. So right about there. So this one is Noble Reflection. It is in that fuchsia pink. Don't worry if you need earrings to match it. I have some in this pink. Number 134. Just in case you don't. Ugh, allergy season is killing me. Anybody else being killed by allergies right now? It can't just be me. Alright, next. 135. We've got 2 more pieces. 135. Then we're going to draw for a winner. Extra Eloquent in green. So I say this is key lime pie green. So if you know what the color of key lime pie is, it is this green. It's like a pale green. These are opaque beads, and then we have white rhinestones on these rings and in these little round pieces. So you've got a little sparkle with that. Awful this year. I feel like they are too, Becky. This year's been pretty bad. This one is about an inch above the collar. About an inch of the necklace is above the collar. That's what I meant to say. A little bit of it below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to come down to here, which is going to put the whole thing down below the collar. So more in mid-chest. This is the first time I think I've sneezed this much. This is Extra Eloquent in green. Usually I just get congested, my eyes itch, you know. But I have sneezed a lot this year. 135 for Extra Eloquent in green. And number 136. Let's do these. These are silver hoops, kind of scalloped. You can see that design. These are hammered metal, and a little scallop design. This is a medium-sized hoop. This is the length and size. I like that. These are about the same size as the glitzy hoops. These are called Eco Express. And they're in silver. They are number 136. Our last piece for the night. 136. Alright, let me get my wheel up here and put these names in it. Give me just a second. It won't take me too long to do it. Let's see. Thank you all for showing up, because this is the first time for a little while that we have been able to give away a piece of jewelry for the night. And I would really like to give away a piece of jewelry every show during this month to celebrate my 5th anniversary with Paparazzi, but we will have to see how that goes. Alright, let's spin it. I wish I could show it to you, but the stupid screen share does not do well. Alright, Esley, you claimed a piece tonight. That is actually going to be free for you. So I will circle you on there, and I will make sure that I put that on your invoice as free. So Esley's going to get a free piece tonight. We'll see who it's going to be next time. Alright, so invoices will go out tomorrow if you have more than one piece. If you only have one piece, please let me know if you want to be invoiced, because otherwise I'm going to hold it for next week so that you can add to it, because I hate for you to pay the shipping for one piece. So I try to hold those until next time so that you can pay the same shipping for more than one piece. So just let me know if you do want your one piece to be invoiced out, and I will do that. Let's see. We have a new order coming in this week. So by Friday night, we are going to have some new jewelry to show you. So looking forward to that. We've got some summery pieces coming in. It's almost paparazzi convention time, so we're going to get lots of new releases after that. That's in August. So starting about September 1st, we should start getting a lot of new releases in. We'll start getting the fall line. We'll get anything new that they brought up at convention, maybe some new blockbusters. Once in a while we get those. So looking forward to that. And we'll have new Z pieces. So we'll get to see those in August. I get a preview of everything. So we'll have screenshots. I will share those with you in the chats so that you're able to see those. So we're looking forward to having all the new things. So thank you all for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. So that I'm not sitting here talking to myself, even though I do so well at it. Max will tell you, I talk to myself all the time. And he doesn't know whether I'm talking to him or to me. So he's just glad I'm talking to an actual person at this point. You guys have a great week. Hopefully your weather will be nice. I'm hoping not too much more rain for ourselves. And hoping maybe Esley and Becky, you get some relief from that heat. So we'll look for you on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, stay safe, take care, and